y'all, charge it to my head and not my heart. I was straight up fangirling. I was not watching Claws as a reviewer, but as a lover of the show today. Yeah, I might miss a few things. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Welcome back to my channel. We are reviewing Claws, Season 1, Episode 6, Self-Portrait. Last week, we left Claws shocked, amazed, confused, sad, betrayed. We were vested in the show because we found out Desna and Dean's foster parents, the Kuntzes, had moved back into the area, that they had treated them horribly, that they molested Dean. Honey, that had me in tears. I wanted to fight them people, wanted to strangle my TV. We saw that Polly, honey, is really the gangster. She's the real MVP and showed it. Wasn't fucking playing with Virginia. Try me if you want to. Bitch, we gonna fuck you up if something goes wrong with Desna because of your bullshit. We also see that Polly finds out that they killed Roller. In addition, we see Desna and Virginia set up the Kuntzes for the murder of Roller. And then Bryce, honey, was a gangster. Honey, he got some balls, some cojones, honey, and was like, look at me now, I vindicated my brother. And lastly, the shocker of it all was that motherfucking Roller is alive in the swamp with some old crazy woman, some creative, crazy weirdo. Like, not all artists are crazy. Like, this is a form of art, but bitch, they crazy. She crazy, like a motherfucking crazy, like batshit crazy. Like, what crazy? Let's get right into it. Now, like I said, charge it to my head and not my heart. I might be all over the place. I'm gonna try to walk you through, you know, step by step. Let's see how I go. Okay, y'all help me out in the comments if I missed something. Just, you know how y'all do. Get me straight. We open the scene with Desna, Polly, and Virginia together, looking at the headline that shows the Kuntzes dead and part of some big drug bust, right? And that they're dead. And Desna's having remorse. She's feeling some kind of way. Like, bitch, you didn't think that that's what was going to happen? Did you really think that was going to happen is they was going to go to jail, they was going to go to trial, they was going to go to jail? Yeah, no. We fucking with the Dixie Mafia. Anything with mafia in it, you got to be careful. We knew that what would have happened was that they were going to be killed. I knew it. You knew it. There ain't no way that Desna didn't know it too. You feel me? And Polly and Virginia are trying to make her feel better. Like, we didn't do that. We didn't do that. That was the Dixie Mafia. No, bitch, you was the catalyst to it. Yeah, come on. Let's call a spade, whatever. And then she trying to hide it from Dean. But Dean walks in and Dean's telling her at the kitchen table the Kuntzes are dead. And I'm glad about it because they mistreated us and they are bad fucking people. So let's go ahead and call a spade a motherfucking spade, okay? Then they take us to Bryce and Jen, baby. So Jen's stylist this week got it right. Almost. Like 85% right. But that dress she had on was so banging. What y'all know about wrap dresses? That blue and beige print, paisley print wrap dress she had on? What y'all know about that? What y'all know about wrap dresses? Wrap dresses will bring life to every body type. You hear me? Square, round, oval, it don't matter. But of course, a woman with an hourglass figure, honey, will shut down the place. I love me a good wrap dress. If you tell me I got me an hourglass figure, I digress. Well, she's talking to Bryce because we know that Bryce is a recovering drug addict, okay? We know that he doesn't handle pressure very well, and she wants to make sure that he's in a good space. And when he says that he's okay and he feels good about it because he vindicated his brother, and she's all like, well, we gonna get out now? And he said, yeah. She's all like, you get to get a BJ. I think you deserve a morning BJ. Bitch. If you got a husband, you better be giving them morning BJs in the car too. Like, Jen knows what she's doing. Them writers know what it's about. Honey, you gotta be spontaneous. Act like you 25 and give him a BJ in the fucking car. Act like you don't want to do it if you don't want to. And if you don't do fellatio, you better get to it quick, okay? Quick, and in a hurry. But since we talking about Bryce and Jen, let's talk about Bryce and Jen. See, later on, they go to visit Uncle Daddy at this big ass, luxury ass house. Beautiful house, overlooking the water. And Uncle Daddy's like, this is for you for doing such a wonderful job. This is for you for handling your business. And hopefully it's a token of my appreciation and possibly an incentive for you to stay on at the clinic. Bryce is in mid-sentence and he's getting ready to tell Uncle Daddy, no, I don't want it. We're going to stay in our little 2-bedroom shack that's over here in the hood and be just fine. And Uncle Daddy is upselling it, you know, nice neighborhood, good schools for the kids. They got music programs. I mean, upselling it. And Jen, she's all like, well, wait a minute. Well, wait. It's okay. Now, I'm going to just stop you right here. Because, see, Jen is the one that didn't want him to deal with Uncle Daddy in this capacity, knowing what kind of man she has. So she's setting him up for failure. I'm just here to tell you, she's setting him up for failure. He's doing okay right now, but I guarantee you if it's not in this season, in one of these upcoming seasons, honey, Bryce is going to fucking relapse and be on some kind of drug or crazy or some shit, and she ain't going to know what to do. Overboard, okay? That's this shop, okay? Glint Nails. She has acquired Glint Nails as her new place of business, honey. And these 5 ladies are walking down this pristine area, honey, looking ghetto chic, ghetto fabulous, as always, honey. Niecy Nash in that blue romper. Oh, give it to me, that cobalt blue romper, cinched in just so, honey, strutting around. They walk into it. Let me say this. I don't think I've ever said this, but Niecy Nash got a fucking body on her. Yes, she does. They go into this shop. They go into the newly acquired nail salon, and the 5 of them with their ghetto chic selves walk in, and there stands prim, proper, pristine, nice, clean, in order, professional Glint technicians, all dressed in the same color blue smock, looking real uniform and real together, speaking in Korean, talking about them, honey, talking about, ooh. They say the boss is black. Which one is the boss? The black one. They all look black to me. They're trying to get the feel of the place. It's a really beautiful place. It's got a bar and everything. And around from alongside the bar comes the owner, Miss Kim. Miss Kim's no longer the owner. Desna is. And she tells her, I was keeping some of your nail technicians on, but the warm welcome we received, I won't be doing it. These people is racist. They haters, okay? Honey, Miss Kim says, I knew you were coming, but I didn't know you was dim with it too. I wanted her to slap the shit out of her. I mean, are you seriously insulting me right now? I know you got somewhere else to go, but this is real fucked up. And she's all like, I got some bad bitches on my team. They do some jamming ass nails. I won't be taking none of them with me. You guys be out by 6 p.m. Boom, bam, exit stage right. You hear me. You hear me. You hear me, bitches. Evacuate. Exit to the left. Everything that you owned in the box to the left, okay? Like, I'm not here for it. That's what Desmond saying. And then I want y'all to know that the nail artisans chicks look like they was ready to beat their ass anyway. One wrong move, I don't care if it's 10, 15 of y'all and it's 5 of us. We're going to mop you up in here. Well, they leave, and we cut to those janky-ass ladies filling the toilet with tampons, honey. Any lady know that tampons will clog up the toilet. You hear me? Because they expand, they get stuck. It will clog up the toilet and fuck your piping up. I learned that early on, that you really should not be flushing your tampons, even though they say they flushable, in the toilet. Shit. I'm about to get up and go crazy. And my son, walk creeping in and shit. Like, what the fuck is really going on? So, let's talk about Glint Nails. So, Bryce went over there to check out what happened. They fucked that plumbing up real good. Flooded the salon. You need new rugs. The pipes is all fucked up, all in the walls. You need everything, and it's going to cost you about $12,000, Desna. And Desna is freaking out. She like, I don't really have no money for this. When am I going to catch a break? What am I supposed to do? And looking at Polly, telling Polly, the money that we left as the setup on the Kuntzes, that was all the money I had. Like, now what am I supposed to do? Put a pin in that right there. This is also when Bryce and Jen leave to go see Uncle Daddy, and they find out they got that big ass house over there. Desna ends up entering into the nail palm competition for nail artistry. The Korean chicks always win, okay? They always win because they're this special group of women, but Desna needs the money. Y'all, I was here for that whole scene. I was here for, number one, only 4 people could go, so at first, it was going to be Desna, Quietin, who really don't do nails, and they said it, but she got some kind of craft. So Desna, Quietin, Polly, and Jen, but Jen ended up hurting herself. And the alternate Virginia ended up becoming an actual teammate. And you see them going through the process, and everybody's working on one set of nails, like one person's hands. You see them going through the process. Round 1, round 2, round 3 is a one-on-one battle between Desna and Miss Kim. Okay, Desna and Miss Kim going head to head. And Desna is freaking out. A whole lot of stuff is happening through this episode, and she's doubting herself. She's crying. She's not feeling her baddest, her best. She's not feeling great, and she's in a bad space. And this is one of the things I love about this show. I love the support and camaraderie that those ladies have. They stood up and they cheered her on and reminded her how great she was, how supportive she is, how much she has to offer, and that was her inspiration. Now, that last set of nails, that last nail art had to be based on how you saw yourself, a self-portrait. And like I said, she wasn't feeling her best, and so her final design was based on her being, not perfect and having a chaotic lifestyle, but being loving and being loved. And it was really touching. Like, I had tears in my fucking eyes. Like, this was one of the last scenes before the episode ended, and it had me in tears. And I was just like, I'm here for that kind of love and support. I'm here for having a group of women be around you. Y'all, I was part of a social club, and that's exactly what it is. You should be in a sisterhood. You should have people you can count on and you can trust. So, long story shorter, Desna won the nail palm competition. She won the $15,000 and bragging rights, okay? Desna ends up with the new boo, okay? Dr. Gregory Revolve. Baby, if you know me, you know what I'm about to say. He can get it. That chocolate skin, that bald head, them white teeth, that beautiful smile, baby, had me lusting. I was doing one of the 7 sins. Lusting, honey, salivating at the mouth. He was so fucking fine. She meets him when she finds out that Glint is fucked up. The plumbing is fucked up. She needs a break. She tells Polly, I can't take it. When am I going to catch a break? She goes over to the shrimp place to order her some food. She leaves her purse and tells the guy, can I bring the money back? And he's all like, no. And she's all like, I just need a break. I need something to go right. Just one time. And in walks this fine ass doctor. And he says, I got it. I'll cover her costs. And then asks her to sit down and have lunch with her. Sit down and have lunch with him. Baby, honey, the look she gave him, that eye contact is deadly. I tell y'all, baby, I was melting myself. I was like, you can buy me a shrimp basket too. Well, he ends up taking her on their date, and we see them like walking at the docks, and she's got on this badass wrap dress, this like hot pink fuchsia and blue wrap dress. Baby, I'm living for everything. Did I say something about her blue jumpsuit already that she had when they went over to Glint Nails? The romper? Yeah, I'm living for her whole outfit, except for that fucking lace front. I hate that wig with that coqueline hair. I hate it. I need them to give her a new wig. Anyway, I digress. They are having a moment, enjoying each other's company. He tells her about how he was gonna be a break dancer, but you know, being from Haiti, seeing how things were, and he wanted to figure out how he could help. And she gave her story about how she became a nail tech. That one of the foster girls was Korean, and she showed her how to do nails, and then she perfected it at the strip club, and then she begged her way into a nail salon to get a job, her and Jen. And so they were having a real intimate get-to-know-you moment, getting ready to have a kiss, and there goes the phone rings, okay? The phone rings, and it's Dr. Ken's crazy ass talking about somebody staking him out. And I need you to get here real fast or I'm going to flush the pills down the toilet. Now, I keep telling y'all, he is not cut out to be any kind of crooked criminal, drug dealer, nothing. He is cuckoo crazy and going to have everybody losing their fucking mind. Because he always doing some dumb shit. So she ends up having to run off and save the day again. So since I'm right here, let's talk about it. He offers to drive her back, but she had to lie and say, you know, oh, it's the fire alarm. And she couldn't let him see that she was a liar too, because then she'd have to try to explain to him why she was lying. Well, she gets there and gets out the car. Dr. Ken's urging her to hurry up. They do see the police car. Now, when I originally saw the police car when Dr. Ken called, I knew that was Detective Arlene and Quietin, because, honey, I knew they was finna be getting it. And that's exactly who it was. They walked up, and Detective Arlene was having munch time on Quietin. Quietin was on the receiving end. She was not the giver. I was like, okay. 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 So they leave and they go off. But when we go back to the fine doctor, Dr. Feelgood and Desna, they end up going out on another date, right? But this time the date is at her house and she's going to cook dinner for him. And again, they're vibing, but this time they're vibing to the point where they give that good old nasty tongue up kiss. You know, that good one, make your panties moist kiss. You know, the one that make you want to hop on top of him and ride kiss. That old good soul, deep soul connection kissing. Yeah, that kind. And the phone rings again. And she has another emergency. So, you know, he had already just said, he just poured his heart out and said, I need something consistent. I'm ready for a real relationship. I mean, the shit that women like us want to hear. He's a doctor. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He wants a relationship. And he's fine as fuck. All we need to know now is whether or not if he's hung like a horse. Okay? I'm just being honest. But again, she has to run out and save fucking somebody else, and this time it's Virginia. So since we're going to talk about Virginia, let's talk about Virginia. When we first saw Virginia appear in Shishi's with her friend Revelant, I think that's her name, the stripper that looks like a dude look like a lady. No, opposite around, right? Maybe, I don't know, I digress. But she tells Virginia about her new business venture, her new source of income, how she is dressing up like Tweety Bird and dancing around and making good money from doing it, and extends it for her to come too. But you know, Virginia's trying to do better with herself, and she said, I got a real job, I don't want to do it, I got my crew. And Revelant's a little shady, you know, she's all like, the old bitches, bitch, they ain't old, you old, you look older than they do. All this talking got me thirsty. From there, and they decide, when it's decided that they are going to compete in nail palm, only 4 nail technicians can compete. There's 5 in the salon. So Virginia's like, all right, Quietin, you out. And they all look at her and like, I'm sorry, Virginia, no, it's you. Your nails look like shit. You don't know what you're doing. In Virginia's butt hurt about it. Because, you know, we don't really see Quietin do no damn nails. Quietin fucks with their legs and their feet, I guess. But we don't see her do no nails, but evidently she's got some kind of skills that are beneficial during the competition. And poor little China doll is hurt, honey. She skates on out of there with her little, I don't know what the fuck they be having her in. I know they want her to be ghetto and hoochie and thottish, but I hate her clothes. Because there's a better way to look ghetto, hoochie, and thottish. I mean, seriously. So she leaves there and she goes to see Revelin and says, does the offer still stand? I want in. I mean, now she's feeling like I've been doing everything I can to fit in with this group, and I'm not. They're not giving me a chance. So I got to go back to what I know how to do, and that's be a stripper, be a hoe. And so, be it. She decides I'm going to do what Revelin does. And the first time she goes, she's in this little bunny ears and little bow tie with a bustier and a sheer little robe thing, and you know, her little lingerie or whatever. And she's looks like she's excited because it's gonna be some money. And so she's asking the guy, and the house is a nice house where you would see porn being done. You know, he's doing wireless content. He tells her, when I showed your picture up, I got 500 new subscribers instantly. I got 500 new subscribers. Well, she says, okay, so what do you want me to do? Hop around a little bit, dance around like a bunny? And he comes out in his Speedos and his long robe and his square bunny feet. And she kind of taken aback by it. And he says, well, we normally start off with cowgirl, then missionary, and then doggy style, but we'll be calling it bunny style. And Virginia is shocked and appalled, like, wait, hold on. I didn't think that this is what we were going to do. My homegirl said it was just a little dancing around. He's all like, you've been misinformed. That's not what it is. She was like, oh, no, it's okay. So I'm just going to leave. I don't want to do this. He's all like, the fuck you say? I paid you already. Well, here's your money back because I don't want to do it. Well, honey, the aggressive behavior comes in, you know, and pretty much, had he done it, it would have been rape all on camera. She ends up running and locking herself in the bathroom and calling Virginia. At this point, locking herself in the bathroom and calling Desna. At this point, this is where we see the phone rings while she's on her date, and this is the emergency that she has. And she pretty much gets there. Desna and Quietin gets to Virginia's rescue almost in the nick of time because old boy was about to break down the door. But baby, when they came in, they came in like a hurricane. We know why Quietin is the motherfucking enforcer now. She was not playing no games with old boy. Not even a little bit. I was like, yes! Honey, she was destructing everything like she was the tornado. She was smashing shit, knocked him with the damn bat that she be carrying around. Baby, it's gangster too. Desna got a bomb ass crew. I'm just telling you. And they came to Virginia's rescue. And in the van on the way back, Virginia, it's Quietin driving and Virginia and Desna in the back. And there's Desna being mama bear again, and she's telling her, you gotta do right. You gotta get your shit together. Why do you keep ending in the same place? Some dirt you can't get off of you. And you know what's funny? As I listen to Desna, it sounds more like she's speaking from experience. There's some shit that you can't wash off you, that stays with you forever. And I'm gonna have to agree with her. There's some shit that you cannot turn back the time that makes you feel nasty, that when you think about it, you always degrade yourself. And that is the kind of place that she's in. And Desna is really trying to mentor Virginia and get her to a better place, to be a better person. And Virginia hears her. She's sad, and that's not really where she wants to be anymore. And finds out that she can be part of the competition because dumbass Jen broke her thumb. Let's talk about Jen and her thumb. Dean is over to Jen and Bryce's house because Desna had that hot date at the house where empanadas was being made for her date, and she was having a good time and getting tongued down and shit, and like it almost looked like they was gonna be finger banging in a minute, you know, grinding and stuff. Anyway, but while there, Dean got out the pool and sat next to Jen and Bryce and was like, how can you afford this, Jen? You do the same thing that Desna does. And Bryce, you ain't really a good life coach. One of y'all just got a better job. And it was Bryce who said, I got a better job working at the clinic and helping Uncle Daddy do other things. Well, bam. Jen, if you didn't think that he wasn't going to do more than just work at the clinic, baby, you was fooling yourself. You was fooling yourself, and she was caught off guard and smashed her thumb. And that's how she ended up being the alternator, not even being able to participate, and Virginia having to take her place. But I don't know what made I don't know what made Jen think that Bryce wasn't going to be more involved with the Dixie Mafia than he already was. Like, I'm not understanding that at all. I'm almost done, y'all. We almost done. So let's talk about Roller. Let's talk about Roller and Gladys Honeychurch. That bitch is crazy. That bitch is nutso and is a weirdo. And I understand, to be an artist and to be creative, you have to think out the box. But this bitch is way out the box. Have y'all seen that movie Misery? That's her. That's her. I can't think of them people's names right now, but that is so her. She's got that nigga changed up with an electric dog collar around his neck to get shocked every time he make the wrong move. A move that don't fit with what she say, he gets shocked, okay? But Roller is not a dummy, okay? Roller is street savvy. He's a hustler. He thinks quick on his feet, and he knows that this bitch just wants companionship. When she found him alive in the swamp, in the burnt boat. Now, see, here's where I get a little fuzzy. I thought that they wrapped him up in some type of blankets and shit, real tight, and then in like a body bag. But I could be wrong, because I'm not understanding how, well, maybe he was burnt up and she unzipped it, because I really don't understand. He should have been dead, okay? But she took him home and cleaned him up and fucked him the first chance she got. Yes, she did. And been fucking him ever since and kissing him and all kind of shit. And he been giving it to her because Roller ain't no fool. Okay? This ain't like the writer on Misery. Roller's a hustler. He's like, I'm going to give her what she want. I'm going to get me some too. I'm going to eat her little coochie out. I'm going to make her feel good. I'm going to tell her I'm on her team because I got to figure out how the fuck to get back to reality so I can fuck these bitches up. Now, I don't know if he's got amnesia or not, if he remembers that it was Desna and Virginia. I'm not sure. But he sure remember Uncle Daddy's phone number and tried to call Uncle Daddy, but it was foiled because she left her phone. Now, she is batshit fucking crazy. Like, and we see it hands down when he walks her into his, when she walks him to her art gallery, right? And there's a tree that's made of inmate pubic hair. I mean, if that's not weird as fuck, you couldn't find some other organic substance. You live in the motherfucking swamp. Then pubic hair, shaved pubic hair, you psycho bitch. Like, and she is crazy because he calls her Gladys and she wants to be called Miss Honeychurch. Gets shocked. She like that old rough sex, that old neck, grab you in the neck sex. I can see that go blossoming into something because she's crazy. Roller's a little crazy, and Roller's with it. I can see him talking her into it and maybe possibly liking her for real. We got to see where it goes. There's some things I didn't talk about before we get to the final scene that's got me on pins and needles. There's some things we didn't talk about. We didn't talk about the conversation that Jen and Desna had about Bryce being part of the Dixie Mafia. Desna does not think it's a good idea. Jen, of course, used to think it wasn't a good idea. And now, of course, Jen is okay with it because of the perks and the benefits. But they have an argument before the nail palm competition. And Jen is really like, bitch, can't you be happy for me that I got the house? I understand that this is what you wanted, but don't you think I deserve it too? But Desna has a valid point. I've been working with him for a year. This is the house I wanted, and I don't have shit to show for all the hard work and the money laundering I'm doing of my salon. Though you work there, it's not yours, it's my salon. So I'm putting my business on the line every time I money launder for him. So yeah, what? They go back and forth about it. And Desna looks to be hurt, but so does Jen. Jen has a valid point saying that Desna is possibly a hypocrite. Is she though? I don't really think so. I think that Desna was doing it for the moment, for what she needed and wanted out, where now Jen is a mob wife. What do y'all think about that? The final frame or the final scene before we exit to the end was a shocker. You saw Dean in his bedroom packing his clothes because he was going to go to South Beach for what? A bodybuilding competition. Speaking of that, the crazy lady is going to South Beach for an art gallery show. Is she gonna take Roller with her? Because Dean is taking Miss China Doll with him, packing his stuff up, and Jen is in his room and sees the collage of the Kuntzes, and she said, "Are those the Kuntzes?" And Dean, he honest. He said, "Yeah, them the Kuntzes." She said, "Why do you have that?" He said, "Because those are my foster parents, and they mistreated us." And the light clicks on. Jen then knows, it starts to resonate that was not Roller's killers. We killed the Kuntzes for what? I can't wait to see how that pans out. I can't wait to see how that pans out, because the snippets of next episode tells me that Roller's gonna have his ass in fucking South Beach, Florida, and that he's probably gonna run into Virginia, that Jennifer is not gonna be fucking with Desna no more, that the shit is about to hit the fan. It is what it is. Y'all keep sitting and watching and tuning in with me. Did I miss some stuff? If I did, I'm so sorry, y'all. Charge it to my head, not my heart, like I said. Tell me what I missed. Tell me what you thought about the episode. Were you here for it? Were you fangirling like me? I was so fangirling. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to watch it again now after I done reviewed it, and gonna be mad that I missed some stuff, but I'm gonna just put it in next review if I think I missed something that was of importance. Listen, don't forget to subscribe while you're commenting if you're new to my channel. And then, I'm always grateful to you and for you. I love you beyond words. I can't even express how much gratitude I have for you. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I will see you on the next video.